Hey guys, Viking82 here, back on the second video of this new phone, and also to show off some more plunder that I have acquired here. Stuff that I had gotten while I was on vacation, and some stuff that I received after I got back and I also picked up. If you can hear in the background, we're listening to the last Weekend Nachos album, Apology. Great album. Damn shame those guys are not together anymore. But yeah, got a lot to go through, so I'm going to get through this as quickly as I can. First up is a band that I saw the name, and I seen a picture of them. I think it was for an advertisement for a concert that was coming to Indy. And the name, you know, stuck in my head. And I always said, well, I'm going to at least check them out. And I saw this at the Best Buy up near where I was at. And I went ahead and picked it up after I listened to one of the singles off of it on my phone. But this is a Stitched Up Heart with Never Alone. Some pretty good, kind of almost gothic-y rock, metal, whatever you want to call it. Pretty good stuff. I definitely enjoyed it. And then I didn't even realize this was out yet. But this is the new live release from Rammstein, titled Paris. Really cool packaging. It's a 2-disc set. And I know that when I saw this in there, I actually looked it up real quick on Amazon just to see if there was like maybe some kind of other version. And there's actually a 2 CD and a Blu-ray version, but they were sold out of it and they didn't have it at the Best Buy, so I just went ahead and picked up the 2 CD version. Next up, got me another Day to Remember album. This is Homesick, and this is the kind of deluxe edition. Comes with a really huge booklet and some pretty sick artwork, I have to say. Kind of slowly getting into A Day to Remember after having pretty much written them off for the longest time, which is, as I'm finding out, a mistake on my part. So yeah, this is album number 3 for me from them, I believe. And I finally completed the Asking Alexandria collection. Got their latest one, The Black. I listened to this while I was gone. I'm not sure if I like it as much as the other stuff. You know, they have if I remember, they actually have a different vocalist on this one. Yeah, Dennis Stoff is the vocalist on here. And not sure I like him as much as the original vocalist. But overall, still pretty good. I got another Devil Wears Prada album. This is Transit Blues. Really getting into these guys as of late. Again, another band that I put off for the longest time, and I'm just now finally starting to get into their stuff. Next up, and I actually got this one for free because I had a $10 credit on the Best Buy card. This is the Amity Affliction, This Could Be Heartbreak. And this is one of countless bands my buddy Ryan, Super Metal 1993, has, you know, shown me. And the cleans always has been my kind of problem with this band, but I listened to this one quite a bit before I left for vacation, and it was like, you know, they were starting to, you know, I guess you could say I was starting to warm up to them. So I went ahead and picked this up. Like I said, I had credit on the card, so I got this for free, and I've given it a few more listens. They're slowly starting to click with me a little bit more, so. Now this next one, I didn't think I was going to get anything by this band ever again because their last one was a total disappointment to me. But everybody was telling me, oh, you know, it's a return to their roots. They're, you know, this is the rawest sound they've been in a while, and blah blah blah. And even the other reviews that I was reading were saying this is actually a return to form for them. So I went ahead and listened to a little bit of it on my phone while I was in Best Buy, and I was like, you know what? This actually doesn't sound half bad. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up, and it was only like $8.99. But this is the new Darkest Hour album, Godless Prophets and the Migrant Flora. And yeah, like I said, it's actually not too bad. Definitely has a lot of their old school sound to it, which is nice, because like I said, their last album was really disappointing to me. Got this one at FYE, and I'm surprised they actually still had this version. But this is Drowning Pools, self-titled, the limited CD-DVD package edition. Yeah, haven't had a chance to watch the DVD, but listened to the CD on my way home from vacation, and it's actually really good. I'm really glad I'm starting to give these guys a second chance other than just their debut. And the next two I actually got while I was on vacation, but what it was is I had ordered these, and at one point my dad had to come back into town, and he went ahead and picked up some of the mail that they had been holding for us while we were gone, and these were in there, and this one I'm really glad to finally have. This is At the Grave with their self-titled, really awesome death metal band from, I want to say the Netherlands. I'm pretty sure this was released by the band themselves. Really good stuff. Took quite a while to get it, but really glad I finally have it. And this one I actually just listened to for the first time this morning. This is the latest one from Dreaming Dead, Funeral Twilight. And it has a little kind of OBI strip type thing on top there, but another really solid death metal band. And I was really surprised to see how short this album is. It's only 8 tracks and about 28 minutes, but it is just killer death metal in my opinion. If you like, you know, old school sounding death metal, definitely check out Dreaming Dead. Now this next little stack, excuse me, I actually picked up at the half-price books near my sister's house. And all these are technically, you know, Christian-themed bands, but when I listened to them and I looked up some of their lyrics, they didn't seem as overly preachy, so which is kind of like what I need. I don't want them to be like super preachy, as, you know, if you don't believe this, you're going to hell type shit. It's just, you know, you get my point. Anyway, this is Hope for the Dying with Dissimulation. Pretty decent kind of deathcore. Kind of reminds me a little bit of slightly of Winds of Plague at times. I don't know. And the next two are by the same band. And it was funny because I found this first one, and I was like, okay, and I was looking them up, and I was reading about them, and people were saying, oh, you know, I don't think their follow-up was just as good, and blah, blah, blah. And then I just happened to walk around the corner, and then there was the other one right in the other, different spot. But this is Destroy the Runner with Saints. Pretty decent metalcore. And then, of course, here is their follow-up, I, Lucifer. And as far as I know, this is the only 2 albums these guys have actually put out. So I'm not real sure. I can't remember if they were split up or what. Next up is another deathcore band. This is Underneath the Gun with Forfeit Misfortunes. As you see, I haven't gotten the stickers off of these just yet. Like I said, I've been really busy since I've been back from vacation, so. And the last 2 are by the same band. This is War of Ages with Arise and Conquer. And I've been meaning to listen to these guys for some time. I've been wanting to check them out, and I finally did. Liked what I heard, and I went back a second time and picked these up. And I also got their Eternal album. I really dig that artwork. And of course, their logo is just badass. Alright, last pile here. This first one is actually a used one from the half-price books I normally go to. But this is Ice Nine Kills with the Burning EP. Another band that I've been wanting to actually check out some more material from. I've listened to a few songs and they sounded pretty good. See my receipt there. And I listened to this a couple times, and it's not bad. I just need to give it a little more. I'm not sure if this sounds any different than their actual full length, so we'll find out. Got the new Stone Sour Hydrograd. Pretty good album, just based on the first couple listens that I've given it. You know, it sucks that Jim Root is no longer in the band, which I know has to make it awkward for them in Slipknot, but you know, at least it gives him a chance to just concentrate solely on Slipknot, so. Next up, finished the Of Mice and Men collection. Finally got a copy of The Flood. Really happy to finally get this. So now I have all of their albums. Got the new Decapitated album, Anti-Cult. Really solid album. I've only listened to it a couple times, but yeah, really digging it. The last one was a little but yeah, this one I'm really enjoying. I ordered this one directly from the band, and again, it was kind of delayed getting here because I guess the vocalist was actually, who I guess runs their store, was on tour with one of his other bands, and he didn't, you know, get the order until after he got back. But I'm really glad he got it here. This is Dissonance in Design with Sentient. Really, really love that artwork. And if you're a fan of technical death metal, definitely check these dudes out. Really good stuff. Got the new Acacia Strain album, Grave Bloom. Oh, fucking sick. These guys have yet to really disappoint me. Only thing that pisses me off is that somehow, in between getting this and getting, you know, stuff unpacked from home and everything, the spine got a little jacked. So being the, you know, kind of collector that I am, I'm probably going to end up buying another copy at some point just because I cannot stand my shit to not look as pristine as possible. And then actually, this one and the next three I actually ordered while I was on vacation. And I ordered it like the Friday before we were supposed to, because we were leaving to come back on Sunday, and I ordered these on Friday. So basically, by the time I got home, because I have Prime, they were waiting for me when I got home. But anyway, so yeah, new Acacia Strain, and I also got the new Broken Hope album, Mutilated and Assimilated. Only giving this one spin so far, but I'm really digging it. And speaking of Broken Hope, I actually just placed a huge-ass order through their store at JSR Direct because they were having a massive, I guess, 4th of July sale. And I got some really cool stuff for a really good price. So I cannot wait for that stuff to come in and show that off. Next up, Entrails, World Inferno. You know, I dig Entrails, but for some reason I have just not bought anything of theirs in quite a while. And everybody's been talking about their latest one, so I was on Amazon. I saw it recommended to me and reminded me of it. I was like, okay, yep, I'm going to go ahead and get that. And this one was a complete blind buy. I saw this as a recommendation when I was ordering something else. And I went ahead and looked them up really quick. And while I had a decent signal. And sounded really good. So I went ahead and picked it up. This is the newest one from Necrot with Blood Offerings. Really good old school death metal. I want to say they're here from the States. And the last one is one that I actually pre-ordered through Newberry Comics because it came with something special. And this is the new Origin album, Unparalleled Universe. Really good stuff. Only given it a couple listens, but I really dig it. These guys have been on a roll as of late as far as I'm concerned. And the reason I ordered through Newberry Comics is because it came with an extra booklet. And you might say, well, what the hell is so important about an extra booklet? Well, this extra booklet is signed by the entire band. So if I have a chance to pre-order something that is signed by a band, because there's a huge chance I'm never going to get to see them live or get a chance to get their autographs, I'm going to get it. So yeah, I got to find a little frame for this and hang this up at some point. Alright, that is going to do it. Only took less than 15 minutes. I'm pretty surprised. I tried to, you know, not rush too much, but I wanted to get through this as quick as I can because I've got a lot of shit to get done today. So yeah, that is going to do it. I'm going to quit rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.